Imagine you're part of a tribe that's never seen anyone who isn't. Well, exactly like you. Same skin, same hair, same everything. Then one day, a guy with dark skin just walks into camp, and nobody knows what to do with that information. This is that story. This tribe had lived in the same valley for generations. Cold winters, short summers, pale skin, light eyes. Standard issue. As far as they knew, this is what all humans look like. There was no internet, no travelers, no diversity training. Just them. Their chief, a guy named Krog, had one rule: if it's new, it's dangerous. If it's dangerous, throw a rock at it. It was a simple system. It worked. Okay. Mostly on squirrels. One afternoon, a man named Tabo stumbled out of the forest. He'd been walking for weeks, following migrating herds, and ended up way further north than anyone in his family had ever gone. He was tired. He was cold, colder than he'd ever been in his life, and he just wanted directions and maybe a fire. He looked up and saw an entire tribe of pale people staring at him like he'd just fallen out of the sky. Tabo, very calmly, raised one hand and said, "Hi." Nobody moved. Somewhere in the back, a kid dropped a berry. Krog grabbed his rock. Obviously. New thing, dangerous thing, rock-throwing protocol activated. But before he could throw it, his cousin Myra grabbed his arm and whispered, "Wait, what if it's not dangerous? What if it's just a different kind of person?" Krog stared at her. A different kind? Myra, his skin is a completely different color. That doesn't happen. People don't just come in different colors. Meanwhile, Tabo, still standing there, freezing, slowly waved again. "I can hear you. I'm right here." Everyone jumped. After a very long, very awkward silence, one brave tribe member named Dunk approached Tabo and poked him with a stick. "Why are you poking me?" Tabo asked, completely deadpan. Dunk poked him again. "He talks." "Yes, I talk. I've been talking this whole time." Then someone else leaned in and sniffed him. Tabo just closed his eyes and sighed. "Okay. Sure. Smell me. Why not?" Krog finally stepped forward, rock still in hand, and asked the most important question of the day. "Are you cold resistant? Or is that just how you look when you're freezing?" Tabo, shivering violently, "I am extremely cold. Please. Fire. Anything." They gave him fire, mostly because Myra insisted, and partly because Krog didn't actually want to explain to the tribe council why he'd let a man freeze to death over a color issue. Tabo sat by the fire, wrapped in a fur someone very reluctantly handed him, and explained, slowly, with lots of hand gestures, that he came from a place far south, where the sun was brutal, and everyone there looked like him. "So, your whole family is that color?" Krog asked, squinting. "Yes." "And nobody throws rocks at any of you?" "No. Why would they?" Krog thought about this for a long moment, looked down at the rock still in his hand, and quietly set it down. Okay. New system, I guess." Tabo decided to stick around for a bit, mostly because going back south meant another 3 weeks of walking, and his feet had filed a formal complaint. He tried hunting with them, in the snow, which he had never seen before in his life. He slipped 4 times in the first 10 minutes. The 5th time, he slid directly into a bush and emerged covered in snow, looking, according to Dunk, like a very confused shadow. The whole tribe burst out laughing. Tabo, covered in snow, just raised both arms. "I have never seen this white stuff before in my life, and it is trying to kill me." For the first time, Krog laughed too. A real laugh. "Okay," he said, wiping his eyes. "He's funny. We are keeping him." That night, the kids couldn't stop asking questions. Does it come off? Did the sun do that? Can WE get that color if we stand outside long enough? Tabo laughed and explained, as best he could, that where he came from, the sun was so strong that pale skin would just not survive very long. Your skin would get angry. Red. Then peel. It's not fun. One of the kids looked very seriously at his own pale arm and said, "So, We're the weak version. Tabo shook his head. No. You're just built for here. I'm built for there. Same. Same basic recipe. Different seasoning. The kid nodded slowly, very satisfied with this explanation, and immediately ran off to tell everyone that humans come in seasonings. Weeks turned into a season. Tabo learned their language, badly at first, hilariously so. He once tried to say thank you for the food and accidentally said, "The food has insulted my ancestors," which caused a 3-day argument among the elders about whether he was joking. He wasn't joking. He just messed up a verb. But slowly, the staring stopped. The poking stopped. Dunk started saving him the best piece of meat because Tabo earned it, obviously. Myra taught him how to track animals in snow. Even Krog started asking his opinion before big decisions. He wasn't the stranger anymore. He was just Tabo, the guy who slipped in snow a lot and told really weird jokes about the sun. One night, at the big fire, the one reserved for important tribe matters, Krog stood up. When Tabo first walked in here, he said, I almost threw a rock at him, because he looked different, and different used to mean dangerous. He looked at Tabo, who was mid-bite into a piece of meat, completely unaware he was about to be the center of attention. Turns out, Krog continued, different just means different. Tabo's skin doesn't tell us anything about him. His jokes are still terrible, though. That tells us a lot.